Hi, everybody. Welcome to lesson 12. Today is a very fun list. It's pretty long, but it's really fun stuff. And very appropriate for summer that it is right now. So let's get started. Tree has a surface that it stands on, and it kind of goes in the breeze, you know? Tree. Flower. Put your hand in the squashed O, the flat O position, and it's like you're sniffing it. Tap one side of your nose and the other. Plant. Here again is your ground, and your plant's going to come up. Plant. And a garden is a place where you have lots of plants, right? So it is a plant and then a defined space. So your garden could be a circle, it could be a rectangle, it could be a square, but a garden area. And the hose for watering is going to be sign for water plus this. So you're making two circles and you're showing the length and the type of length that it is. And you're holding this one here for a bit until you grab the nozzle and then you start spraying. So water. Grass is kind of an odd one. You take your dominant hand and put it on, you take the meat of your palm here and do it on your chin with your grass sticking up. It's kind of like hitting your chin on the ground in the grass. I don't think it's meant to be that way, but that's how I remember it. And then a mower would be grass, and then you've got the handle. Grass, grass. Mud, wet. So you're gonna have, it's dirty, it's wet, and you step through it, and you have a weird look in your face. Mud, and then you can spell mud, M-U-D, if you need to clarify. But basically, the concept that you're getting across is that it's really gooey walking. Rock. Do you remember the sign for work? It's two fists, two S fists, crossing at your wrist. Rock is the same motion and the same hand shape, but you're hitting the front of your knuckles. It's not on your wrist, it's on the front. So rock. Playground is sort of like garden in that it's just a defined area. So it's a play, this whole area, or play area, or play over there if you're pointing to it, but it's a playground. Sky is, it's really kind of a one-handed sign, but you kind of use two because this is the ground and the sky is everything over top. So the sky. And in the sky, you have clouds. So you have puff, 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 and you puff out your cheeks. Kind of make them like puffy things. And a rainbow, while we're at the sky, is a color. Do the sign color, and then an arc. Rainbow. Kite. Here's your kite, your dominant hand. And you're going to take your non-dominant hand and put it at the base of your kite. And it's your finger, so it's kind of a string, and it goes way up in the sky. Way up in the sky, wobbling back and forth. Frisbee. And you might end up spelling that too. F-R-I-S-B-E-E. But Frisbee. Just as if you're throwing it. Game. Kind of game? We have baseball, two fists like you're holding the bat. We have basketball, which is threes. They go from sideways to up. Football, it's kind of like the laces on the ball, or all the people mashing together, whichever visual works for you. Soccer, kick. Soccer. There's a question about the sign for stingray. I would say that stingray is a finger spelling. So you could say R-A-Y, and then you would make your hand, you know, kind of, it is kind of like kite, you said kite. You could just make the shape of it in the water. And you can spell out S-T-I-N-G-R-A-Y, or just ray, you know, depending on if you're talking about a specific kind of ray. And then you can also do this, you know, like a ray does, swims like a ray. So you're going to, basically, you're going to illustrate it. Back to games. Hockey is you're going to have your X finger, and you're going to use it like a puck, a stick, hockey stick in your hand. Volleyball, you're going to flick your middle fingers as you go up, up. Volleyball. Tennis. tennis. Like you have a racket. Roller skate. So roller skates have two wheels, right? In the front and the back. So each one of these fingers is going to be your index. You put up two, turn them over. Oh, question, same for badminton? Yeah, basically same for badminton, tennis, ping pong. You know, you would, for racket sports, then you would have to just spell out which one it was if the context wasn't giving you enough information. So roller skates, you take your twos and crook them and put them down, and you're going to move like your roller skates do. Skateboard, you have two fingers out, two fingers standing, and you just ride on it. Ice skating doesn't have two, it has one. But it's the same hand shape and it's the same motion. So I think of roller skating as a little more like this, and ice skating is a little more like this, getting more glide. And skiing is the same shape as ice skating, but they're together and they go downhill together. So down in concert. Water, W, water. Beach. So have your non-dominant hand out, and that's the beach. And your dominant hand is the water. It's going to come in and go out. Beach. Ocean is a compound sign. So it's going to be water and then ocean. Boat. You put your two hands together and you're on the water. A sailboat has a sail. So you have the boat shape, but you take one half of the boat and you put it up and then you blow. Train, you have train tracks. And then you have, so there's your two, your index and your pointer finger. And then you have the crossbars, right? And so train is like this. You just go up and down. A plane goes up in the air. So it's the I love you hand shape. Your thumb, your index, and your pinky. And your plane can fly this way and turn circles, go over, and it can be way high and it could be way low. However the plane moves, that's how you move your hand. Bike, 2 S fists, and you go in a circle, 2 circles like this, like pedals. Bike. Hike is sort of like walk. So walk, and if you're walking uphill, you have your hands going up like this, right? If you're hiking, it's 3. And it's a little more industrious. Hike, 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 hike. More effort. Backpack. Same as a school backpack. Mountain, you're going to start with rock, and you're going to do 1 tap and then up to a peak. Mountain. So it's like a rock up high. Swing, I know we've done this before, but I'm thinking about playgrounds. Swing. Slide. You're going to be up at the top and you get your 2 legs and you're going to go down, whoop, down. Swim. Swim. Now, if you're doing the crawl stroke, you can swim. Oh, we have a question about a playground. Monkey bars. Yeah, monkey bars. So you would climb up, and then you would swing. Swing with your hands. Climb, 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 swing. A lake or a pond has to do with the size. So it's water in a place. And this is going to be your placeholder, your defining thing. And since they're generally round-ish, so you get a kind of a round shape. So a pond is going to be water, kind of medium size. A lake is going to be water, bigger. So if you wanted to reference, say, Lake Whatcom, you would say water, big, and you would spell out Whatcom. If you wanted to reference Lake Padden, which is smaller, of course, you would do water, smaller, and spell Padden. So water bigger and water smaller. And river, the water that goes in a line and has, so water. I forgot a few things in here. So camp, if you wanted to go camping, You're going to take your index and your pinkies, camping, putting them together and pulling them apart in kind of a triangle. But a tent, so remember, nouns tend to be one tap or one movement, and verbs tend to be repeated. So camping, but a tent just outlines the shape of the tent. And fire, it's kind of like weight. You have the wiggly fingers, but it's constantly going up and down. So fire. This is the sign for talk. It's kind of like water, except that it has all of your hands up, your fingers up. Talk, 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 talk. So a whisper is a really small talk, right? Whisper. Crawling. Here's your ground. You're on your hands and knees. Crawling. Walking on your knees. Tiptoe. So remember, this was high heels. Tiptoe is your index fingers instead, and you bring them kind of close to your face. Tiptoe. And if this is standing, this is kneeling. And then you can crawl. And at the end of all of that playing, you can be exhausted. Have your A fists up top of your chest. Just let your shoulders down. Worn out. People tend to either hang their mouth open or do a lip buzz, lip trill. So, fun. 2 sets, nose, 2 fingers. Fun. And this is, oh, that's fun. Fun. That was really fun. That was so much fun. Woohoo! That was fun. So the emphasis is shown with how you sign that. Content. Just content, satisfied. 2 flat hands against your chest. And to enjoy is just to enjoy. 2 hands, kind of like please with another lower please. Enjoy. Question about grow and growth. Well, this is going to grow, well, plant, right? A plant is going to grow. A person's going to grow, get taller. And So something's going to grow taller, taller, taller. Or they've gone from here, haven't seen them for a year, they're going to go from here. Wow, grow. You got taller. I don't know if that answers your question. Let me know if it hasn't. Question for happy birthday. So happy birthday is your feeling finger, chin to chest birthday. Happy birthday. Okay, that was the whole list. I'm going to go back and review it. Meanwhile, throw any of your questions or any vocabulary that I forgot that you want to know about up into the chat window. All right, I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning. So, tree. Flower. Plant. Garden. Hose and watering. Grass. Mower. Mud. Rock. Playground. Sky. Rainbow. Kite. Frisbee. Game. Baseball. Basketball. Football. Soccer. Hockey. Volleyball. Tennis. Rollerskate. Skateboard. Ice skate. Ski. Water. Beach. Ocean. Boat. Sailboat. Train. Plane. Bike. Hike. Backpack. Mountain. Swing. Slide. Slide. Swim. Or lake or pond. So lake is going to be larger, and maybe spell the name of it. And pond is going to be smaller, and spell the name of that. River. Water's all flowing together. Yell. Camp. Camp. Tent. Fire. Whisper. Crawl. Tiptoe. Kneel. Worn out. Content. Content. Fun. Fun. Really fun. Woo! So much fun. Enjoy. There's a question about park. So park is P-A-R-K. It's a lexicalized finger spelling, meaning the finger spelling goes so fast and so smoothly, it has become its own sign. So park. Start with P-A-R-K. So P-A-R-K. Park. So we're going to go to the park. P-A-R-K. Oh, I see that I did forget some stuff. All right, so sunglasses. Sunglasses. Umbrella. Sun lotion, so it'd be sun lotion. And plant, the same as spring. Yeah, so plant, spring. And so the context would clarify what's going on there. So back to the question about when you're signing a large space, whoops, an area like playground with the A hands, do you always start with the area with your arms away from your body and then bring them in closer at the end of the sign? Yeah, you do. Area, square, place, which is signed English. People generally start away from their body and work in. You're welcome. All right. Are there any other questions? Face mask. Yep, seems fitting. So you take your like camping or tent and you go across your face. Face mask. So I would have to say that this has been really fun. It'd be more fun in person, but I'm glad that we've done it, and I'm glad that you've all been able to attend and learn a whole bunch of vocabulary. You've learned somewhere in excess of 400, 425, 450 signs, which is a lot. It's nothing compared to a whole language, but it's a lot. And I hope, this is the sign for hope, I hope you really enjoy your summer. It's been a fun class. So thank you so much. Thanks for coming, everybody. See you next time. Bye.